Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
Calling St. John's unique is like calling a humpback a goldfish. It's wildly different here.
Hello.
Hi, remember me? We bought your old house.
Yes.
We brought some mail.
Oh,
Hey.
the diaper subscription. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the memories are coming back now. The Bebo app helps you keep an eye on where your money's going.
Like how?
Well, for one, it would have told you this subscription price had gone up multiple times.
It's a lot of diapers.
Well, extra's good. So where's the baby?
Oh, he's right here. This is the baby.
And that ain't no baby.
I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time.
Alrighty, let's get ready to rumble. Nova Scotia in a big game here against Alberta with a berth to the gold medal game on the line. And welcome back to Universal Media Inc.'s continuing live coverage of the 2025 Canada Summer Games. We're live from the field house on the campus of Memorial University in St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador, the host city and the host province for the spectacular 2025 Canada Summer Games. Alongside Bill Hartheim, Brian Rogers, happy to have you in. Ontario awaiting the winner of this game. The loser will take on British Columbia for a bronze medal. Bill, this should be a dynamite game. And let me introduce you one more time as Willie Hart, and he's all heart, ladies and gentlemen. And he's got the call, and here we go.
And we are underway. The winner will face Ontario in the gold medal game. Alberta, Nova Scotia. Big shout out to fans across the country, CBC Gem and TV Plus. We are expecting another great game here. Both teams, great scores, great defenders.
The officiating crew for this semifinal matchup, the crew chief is Levi Bay, and the referees are Shanez Saheb and Marissa Kelly. Good luck, gang. Have a good game.
A very vocal crowd here this afternoon, and a nice contingent of Nova Scotia fans too. Drums, flags, noisemakers. It's going to be a noisy game. All right, Alberta with possession here right now. Amanda Gus making a play, bringing it back now. Nova Scotia. Layup denied, does not sink, so Alberta will go back the other way. See if they can try to get something working out here. Pippa Gibb makes a pass. 14 for a long-range shot. Ashley Newman denied, but the rebound is picked up by Alberta, number 3. Layup, and that's 2 points. Pippa Gibb getting Alberta on the board. First minute of play, fast-paced action here as number 4 from Nova Scotia, Gabby Morash. Dartmouth specifically trying to get something going, but loses the ball. Alberta, once again, will take over. And once again, leading the charge, Amanda Gus from Calgary, 17 years of age. Directing traffic. A three-point opportunity for number 3, and that does not drop. Nova Scotia will once again take over. Aiden Hall. All right. Dropping it where they had to. Alberta in the blue. Nova Scotia in the white. Amanda Gus. Working her way around a few defenders, 3 of them to be exact. A pass gets away from number 10. That's Emerald Nani. And that ball is turned over, and Nova Scotia will take possession.
Yes, you're right, Bill. Nova Scotia in their lighter white-blue trim jerseys for this one. They wore their blue with the white trim yesterday.
Gabby Morash of Dartmouth hands it off to her teammate Ella Hoyt, also of Dartmouth. A little bounce pass to number 14. That's Lily Blondin. Outside the arc, number 9 for a 3-point shot. It bounces out, and rebound is collected by number 2 of Alberta. That's Amanda Gus. Expecting to hear her name mentioned often this afternoon.
Well, she's going to have the ball, so you're going to. For Nova Scotia, their guards lead the offense are going to be number 4, Gabby Morash, and number 6, Ella Hoyt. Bill mentioned both dark Mobians, but they are the generals leading from the back here for Nova Scotia.
Long pass across the. There you go, sinking that one. 4-3. You mentioned Ella Hoyt.
There you go.
Ryan Rogers.
That's why we mentioned her.
That future ball of yours is shoddy bright and always right. 6-foot Ella Hoyt. Nova Scotia will take possession now. A long pass all the way down. Layup and 2 points. In for number 9. That is Jessie McCarron of New Glasgow. A lot of back and forth action here now. Long passes.
This is
and
a
we got
whole
to travel.
different start here as the Nova Scotia contingent. Loving what they're seeing here from the outside. 7-2 lead for Canada's Ocean Playground, and love the pace already, Bill. It's got more juice off the tip-off than we saw in the previous semifinal, and that's no slight to BC or Ontario.
Yeah, we did. Hard to collect that pass. That was Lily Blondin. She was covered by 3 Alberta defenders, and they'll bring it back down. Pass off to number 3. That is Pippa Gibb. Gibb hands off to Hayden Hall of Calgary. A long shot bounces off the rim and is collected. And as they fight for the ball, whistle blown.
Yeah, good battle there in the paint between opposing forwards for Team Alberta and Team Nova Scotia. 3 minutes, 42 seconds in, a 7-2 lead for Nova Scotia. They've got tremendous support behind them, and the more noisier, the more energy you feed off the crowd, obviously, in any sport you play in.
Molly Sanks took it out, handed off to Gabby Morash. Morash will hand it off to Ella Hoyt. Back to Morash. Shot attempt. Did not go in, so Alberta will run back down.
Lily Blondin gets in on the offense too, Bill. We don't want to forget anybody, but she just missed there.
Haley Marshall of Calgary loses
Steal.
it. And by herself, number 14, Lily Blondin, and a layup for 2.
And a 9-2 Nova Scotia lead as the timeout was called. And a rousing start. And I know we're supposed to be neutral, but, well, we're going to be neutral. We're going to be good boys. But our hearts are beating a little faster here when your home province is on the floor. Doesn't matter anything that relates to your home, regardless.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, if you look at my family tree and where they are today, I think I have just as many family members in Alberta than I do in Nova Scotia. Maybe more.
Well, all right.
Many family members decided to go find their fortunes out west. Stayed in Alberta, called it home.
And it's funny that once you get somewhere else where you feel comfortable, which I did as well with my family, coming to Newfoundland, Labrador, in particular the Metro St. John's Paul Pearl area, never left.
That's right.
Never left.
Just nice to know that if I ever find myself stranded in Alberta, I have a place to stay.
Well, that's a good thing.
And it's family, so I don't have to pay.
Yeah, well. It's a whole new era now, Bill. You might want to just stay in touch with your Alberta family just in case.
Remind me to send them a ham later. A very loud and proud Nova Scotia crowd.
Expensive piece of meat.
That's right. All right, here we go. First quarter action. Semi-final game. Alberta, Nova Scotia. Winner faces Ontario for the goal. Nova Scotia defending. Bounce pass to number 12. That is Alfreda Ogoli. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Throws in layup. Doesn't go. That does. And it counts. Alberta inching closer to the point total of Nova Scotia. Lay up, lay down, not in. Alberta will take it back the other way. That's number 3, Pippa Gibbs. And a layup, and much to the delight of Alfreda Okoli. They're getting a little closer now. On a bit of a run here. Bounce pass.
From Morak to Hoyt. A little bit out of Ella's grasp. We expect a tight one here, but I love the flow already early in. This is zipping by here pretty close. We're already inside 5 minutes to the end of the quarter, and we've had nary a whistle. That's the way to play the game. Back and forth they go.
You're right, that time is flying by.
Is it ever? 4.5 left. Feels like we just started, which we did. That's a rapid pace and beauty. 9-6.
5.5 minutes in the quarter have flown by very quickly. Very entertaining basketball game. From outside the ring, and there you go. A 3-point opportunity bounces off the rim all the way to number 6 for Alberta. That's Ella Floyd.
And she doesn't miss very often there.
Nope. But Nova Scotia regains possession. 3-point play. Nothing. Alberta will get back to playing offense. Long pass to 14. Out of reach. And off it goes into one of the couches situated behind the net. How come we're not broadcasting from down there? Because we'd probably end up falling asleep on said couches.
You might have. No chance for a nap when you're on the air, Bill. You know that.
Nova Scotia, here they come. Number 10 with it now. That's Malaya Legier of East Preston. Layup. Bounces off the rim and out. Pippa Gibb making her way down towards the circle. Allie Marshall, layup. Denied. Rebound. Back up. No, another rebound for Alberta. 3 tries, and they still get possession because that ball bounces off a Nova Scotia player.
Well, Alberta bouncing back nicely as Nova Scotia got off to a quick start and a 9-2 advantage, up by 7. Back-to-back unanswered buckets for Team Alberta. And a chance right here to grasp within the lead.
Pippa Gibb, a little dribbling magic there. Pass to number 12, layup, and that goes in as well. That's a Freda Okoli.
Yep, she got the last 4 points. 9-8.
Nova Scotia with the ball, Ella Hoyt with it. Looking around, see who's open. Trying to find a play. She'll take it herself and take a shot, and that sinks for 2.
Doesn't miss this time.
Everybody was covered, so why not just take the shot yourself?
Terrific pace early inside 3 remaining in the first quarter.
Pippa Gibb with some great dribbling there. Rebound collected inside the ring for a shot for 2, but it does not go. Another layup, and that goes.
Ashley Newman for Team Alberta.
Hooping the harm, going to go to the foul line for 1, make this a 3-point play.
She thinks it, we're tied.
Great run by Nova Scotia to start, but since then, a great run by Alberta to get close to evening this game up.
We're tied.
Nova Scotia trying to get back in action here. Back to what they were doing at the beginning of the game. Looking around, the Alberta defense is moving all over the place. Little man-to-man coverage there. Bounce pass to number 10, a layup, and that goes in. 4-2. And once again, we'll say her name, Emerald. Make that story. That name is Malaya Legier, as we just mentioned a few moments ago. And that is from East Preston. Nice play from Amanda Gus, working it hard. And that ball ends up going all the way to the dean's office here at Memorial University.
You know where that's at, do you? Did you go to Mon? I didn't know that.
Oh, gosh, no. I was assuming that the dean's office is somewhere down there.
Oh, I thought you were talking about it because you knew where it was.
Please, I would never get in trouble. Why would I be sent to the dean's office? All right, back to action here. Alberta throwing it around. Amanda Gus trying to find some room for a shot. She'll take it, and it goes in for 2. Back to being tied. Nova Scotia being led by Gabby Morash of Dartmouth. She'll run it in. She'll pass it off to number 3. That is Dee Gibson of North Preston. Trying to find some room for a pass or anything. That's intercepted. And Alberta will take it, lose it, and Nova Scotia will get it back. Gabby Morash. Layup. And it's out. Rebound collected by number 10 outside the arc for a shot, a 3-point play. That doesn't make it. Alberta will run down now. Allie Marshall of Calgary will look around, try to find some space for a pass. A 3-point shot from number 2 that bounces off the rim and out. No score. And Nova Scotia will come on back. A tipped pass. It will be Nova Scotia ball, though.
Alfreda Okoli getting her hand on that to redirect it out of play, but you're correct. Nova Scotia possession. Tied at 13 with 69 seconds left here in a rapidly played first quarter here from the Mont Fieldhouse. Dacers competition, the Summer Games.
That ball ping-pongs off everybody. Eventually ends up in the hands of number 2 from Alberta, Amanda Gus. A long shot from outside the arc, and a beauty shot it was. 3 points, number 14, Ashley Newman.
Alberta with the lead in the final minute here in the first quarter. Reciprocal, nope. Doesn't fall.
Jess McCarron gave it a shot. No 3-point there, a layup, denied. So there's a foul on the play.
And Alberta possession, so our western counterparts for Nova Scotia turning the momentum onto their side, albeit it's only a one-touch possession, down by 3, but could be down by 2 possessions here. A couple buckets if this one is to go.
We'll have Olivia Richardson go to the foul line for 2.
Wow, at this pace here, Bill, the way this first quarter is gone, I'm sure we'll expect more of the same in the second. We could be to halftime and record-setting time here this afternoon on the campus of Memorial University. So Alberta for a 4-point lead, and it won't go. So Nova Scotia hang top, which is going to get a second crack. And that is all net, nothing but. A 4-point advantage, Alberta.
Players scattered down the courts, looking for a play. That's number 9 from Nova Scotia. A layup for number 14. Lily Blunden doesn't go. 9 will give it a shot. Blocked.
Great defense.
And it's Alberta ball.
In a little bit of a funk here after a great start, out to a 9-2 advantage, but they have been on the back end as Alberta continues to pressure. They get a 4-point lead as time is about to expire here in quarter number 1.
Nani off to Gus. Gus, a little dribble, a little jump shot for 2. That goes in, and that's how this quarter will end.
Team Alberta quick off the bench and look at their teammates up and meeting them halfway as they come down the court. A little more subdued Nova Scotia crowd here with not a whole lot to cheer about from about the middle of that half on as Alberta took charge. Let's step aside, take a well-deserved break so Billy can rest his tubes from the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
At Canadian Tire, we're here for all-day summer play. From the yard to the park, find all the games you need for non-stop family fun.
is it about a place that stays with you long after you leave? Truth is, it's never what at all.
Hello.
Hi, remember me? We bought your old house.
Yes.
We brought some mail.
Oh,
Hey.
the diaper subscription. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the memories are coming back now. The BMO app helps you keep an eye on where your money's going.
Like how?
Well, for one, it would have told you this subscription price had gone up multiple times.
It's a lot of diapers.
Well, extra's good. So where's the baby?
Oh, he's right here. This is the baby.
And that ain't no baby.
Aces competition of the summer games here in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. We're in the second ladies semifinal. The winner goes to the gold medal game against Ontario. Now the call the second quarter, Bill Hart.
Nova Scotia starting the first quarter on a 9-2 run, and now everything is switched over. Alberta with a 19 to 13 point lead with possession at the beginning of this second quarter. Throwing that ball around, 5 seconds left on the shot clock. A layup goes in, and another 2 for Alberta. Back comes Nova Scotia, throwing that ball forward.
That was Alfredo Okoli again, Bill.
Jesse McCarron throwing it forward. I think that was Ella Hoyt with the 2 for Dartmouth, from Dartmouth for Nova Scotia. Open crowd getting louder now. Everyone knows what's on the line here. A trip to the gold medal game. Alberta getting covered there. Number 10 looking for some space. A high pass. Oh, it almost went out of bounds.
That hit the top of the glass. It bounced down. I haven't seen a ball deflect like that for a while. I don't recall seeing it. We started here Wednesday. That was different. 6-point differential. Opening moment of the second quarter in the semifinal.
Ella Hoyt making her way down the courts, looking around, finding some teammates. We pass this off to number 4, Gabby Marshall. In possession now, Lily Blunden of Bedford, Nova Scotia. Layup, denied. Nova Scotia coach giving some instructions to our players. Lily goes to the line.
Here's one.
Denied that second one, but a point on the board. Pippa Gamble will take this ball now. Make her way towards net. A long pass to number 8, and she loses it. But the ball will remain in Alberta's possession. Gibbs takes a 3-point shot and sinks it. Increasing Alberta's lead.
Now at 8, Nova Scotia's got to answer here. They get themselves back into the way they were playing the game in the opening tip. Saw them jump out to a 9-2 lead, but it's been all Alberta since 22-7. Alberta outscoring Canada's Ocean Playground since that early lead of 7 points. Different ball game altogether for this team. Now battling uphill. Not having much luck.
Had a shot there, but that was denied. So Alberta is going to take over now. Well outside the arc, uncontested. And that's another 3 for number 8. That's Olivia Richardson. And that lead just got bigger. Nova Scotia, if we're going to do something, this is the time to do it. A shot attempt did not go the way it was planned. And a timeout will be called. Correction, looks like we have a substitution. Lots of substitutions, as a matter of fact. Going to refresh the lineup. Nope, looks like it is a timeout after all.
Well, they're going to have to settle things down. Noted about that is the coaching staff will bring them in for a little huddle. That's Haley McDonald along with Maya Timmons and the team manager Laura Bryan. They're trying to settle their young team down here. Say, hey, we got off to a great start. We're playing a very good team. We're in the semifinal, and we need to clean up our game here a little bit and in a hurry because they're falling behind here. And now down by 11. That's their biggest deficit of the game. And Bill, you don't want to see Nova Scotia not be able to bounce back here, but Alberta's pressing, and they're making their shots, and the Blue Nosers aren't, and that's why it's an 11-point advantage here as the timeout almost will expire.
Well, play being led by Team Alberta.
Alberta, quiet confidence, taking instruction on their side from their coaching staff. And they're looking like a pretty confident group, getting key ball distribution amongst all their forwards, and led by the tenacious ball carrying of their guards, getting it up the floor and into Nova Scotia's paint. So a lot of work to do for the Maritime Club, down 27-16.
Nova Scotia with a long pass. Gabby Morash will take that outside the arc. Dribble, looking for a player. Number 5 has it now. She'll make her way in, and it's denied, does not sink.
Oh, kind of been a theme here, unfortunately.
Alberta once again being led by Pippa Gibb. Between her and Amanda Gus, they are setting up the plays perfectly, and of course some key threes by Olivia Richardson has Alberta in a great lead right now. Number 10 in the paint, and a 2 for her.
Emerald Nani.
Nova Scotia trying to answer back here. Jump shot. That doesn't sink either.
And that one, Gabby Morris's attempt. They're going to need more from Morris and Hoyt here now. But Alberta, credit them, putting on a defensive press.
Alberta loses that ball. Gains it back. Nope. Yeah, it'll go to Nova Scotia.
Well, they need a 3 to get themselves started here, even a bucket. They missed probably, I'm going to say, 9 of their last 10 shot attempts. Might be a little nervous. Still plenty of time to play. 6:55 remaining till halftime.
Molly Scanton. So that's number 10 now. We'll get it again. Lose it. Back comes Alberta. Seems Nova Scotia can't catch a break.
Well, you got to earn your breaks.
Outside the arc. Man, oh man, the hot hand continues. That's Amanda Gus. We were just talking about her.
Well, they just doubled their lead, now up by 16.
They are very, very aggressive offensively. And no matter how hard Nova Scotia drives that net, they are not scoring any baskets.
Well, they're nice. Alberta looks nice and relaxed, and Team Nova Scotia just seems to be a little unnerved here. It's getting tighter and more tightly contested, and build not many whistles to start in that first quarter, getting an abundance of them here, and another inbound for Nova Scotia, but they got to start to fill the net. They want to win this one. Avoid playing for a bronze against BC. And that doesn't go either.
Alberta on the fast break. But again, Amanda Gus from outside the arc, another 3. I can't believe, wow.
You may not be able to defend that, Bill. She is smoking.
She has rhythm. She knows, she feels it now. She's on a hot streak.
Everything's dropping for her. Why not keep it going if you're Alberta? Trying to win this game here in the second quarter.
A layup by Nova Scotia doesn't go in. And that ball gets turned over and it's back for Alberta. Ooh, boy.
Well, they're executing their game plan perfectly here, forcing the Nova Scotia top scorers, in particular the guards, Morash and Hoyt. We haven't mentioned their name much here. That's a testament to the D being played by the Westerners. And that's going to fall. Lady luck on that one, and a 36-16 trouncing here. It's a lot of points, Bill, to make up. Better start here with the 3. But they just are off their game. And it's all because Alberta's forcing the issue. 5 minutes to go to halftime. Nova Scotia needs to get to their locker room to regroup. And they're going to trail by even more. 38-16 Alberta. And they got the juice here this afternoon at the Munn Fieldhouse. The commanding lead here in the semifinal. Loser plays for bronze. Winner tangles with Ontario. Amanda Gus, Bill, just unbelievable performance early to lead her team to this, I'm not going to say an insurmountable lead, but I'll tell you what, the way Alberta's playing here, let's take a look at their little court general here as she gets nothing but net. And the confidence she exudes by laying it up, and she knows every time she lets it go, and it's going to find no rim. Fine. And there you go. Great work, gang. Awesome replays. Alberta has taken the flags pretty much out of the Novas. I'm not going to say to their hands entirely, but they're sure not waving them like they were earlier. But they got to get behind their gals and make some noise. But the gals got to give them something to cheer about, Bill. Inbound, Nova Scotia. Time to go to work. Gabby Morash trying to direct traffic. Shot clock. Just got it off, but Bill, again, off the glass, off the rim, and not dropping. Well, they got a respite there, but the rebound, winning every aspect of the game. And in full marks for their lead, 24 and climbing. Unless Nova Scotia can right the ship here. Excuse that cheesy pun. And a ball off the glass there for Lily Blondin.
Nova Scotia back at it now. Nearing the 3.5 minutes.
Whistle here. Buzzer. now it's all coming back. Tweet. Tweet. What were you?
Jess McCarron now going to take this out from New Glasgow as Nova Scotia tries to do something to try to chip away at this deficit. Number 4, Gabby Morash of Dartmouth.
Can't get frustrated though, Bill. You got to still play your game.
It's hard not to get frustrated.
Well, I know it's, but
everything seems to be coming so easily for Alberta. Well, Scotia will take over, and then, well, there you go. Alberta will take over again. A layup for 2.
42-18.
Everything seems to be working and gelling perfectly for Alberta.
Playing fantastic, Bill. They're making no mistakes, and their shots are dropping, plain and simple. That's the differential here in this opening half of ball.
Nova Scotia shot once again rolling across the rim. It's every space of it, but except the nets.
Anyways, let's go to replay, and we'll stifling defense, and then the attack led back up, and everybody's contributing, Bill. When you're getting distributed scoring, you're not going to lose many games.
All right, Gabby Morash trying to get something started off to her teammate.
Nice move there. The tenacity of Team Alberta.
Nice arc pass there. Found the play, means a trip to the line. And a possible extra 2 points added to that lead. Taking the shots for Alberta will be Ella Ock.
Finding it tough to contain in the paint. And a foul. And here's Alberta to the line. Here's Ella Ock. It's the first of two. And won't get the second one to fall. 43-18 in favor of Alberta.
Triple team, and it's hard, and she ends up with it, but
like I said before, Bill, executing the game plan. I'm sure I don't know, but I mean they've had to center on both Gabby Morash and Ella Hoyt because they were the leaders on the back, so they've been not mentioned much. Started early, hit a few, but since then, Alberta's stymieing them. That's why they're ahead by so many. Lily Blunden trying to get Nova Scotia to within 20 points anyways, at least halfway home here, but they trail by a bundle.
Nova Scotia needs points, and they need points fast.
Yeah, we'll get a substitution for Team Alberta, keeping it fresh, in and out. Everybody's playing, everybody's dishing and getting a touch on the ball. And their confidence is soaring and soaring as Blunden goes to the line and misses her first attempt. Lily just needs to sink this to feel a little bit better and maybe get a rise for her team and look very dejected on the Nova Scotia bench. And there's some men. So here you go. 43-19. Still a 24-point disadvantage for Nova Scotia. Inside two before we go to the locker room at halftime.
Nova Scotia takes over now, minute and a half just about to play. Nothing they shoot seems to drop, and the scoreboard indicates that as Alberta once again will take over and be led the way once again. Amanda Gus directing traffic, hands it off to Pippa Gibb. Pippa sees a long pass to number 9. That's Ambry Brusinis, forcing her way down the paint into the key. 14. That is Ashley Newman for 2, increasing that Alberta lead as we are just about a minute away from the end of this first half. A little behind the pack action for Nova Scotia, number 9.
Nice bucket right there.
She worked for that. This could be the last possession for Alberta, depending on what happens. Pass over to number 13, to 14 outside the arc. She'll pass it out. That's Pippa, and a three-point play. It's bounced off the rim, and everyone makes a grab for it. Expect a whistle, and there it is.
What a battle down there in the key between Alberta's forward and number 14, Lily Blunden. Bedford almost lying on it, then getting a grapple from behind, and Lily's going to the line. That's definitely a foul. So 45-21. There's still hope. There's 22. Needs this one here, and then a shutdown. And Alberta regains possession, coming back up the floor. And she'll get them both. Two big, important drainage by Lily Blunden in the final 35 seconds of the second quarter. 45-23 IAB. Oops, spoke too soon. Two more.
Everything seems to be dropping for
Yeah, they're playing
Alberta.
well.
Team Nova Scotia with 20 seconds left. A minor victory if they can get points before this half ends. A three-point play from number 9 does not sink, so Jessie McCarron is denied. And Alberta will take it one last time.
Well, there's urgency there from Dee Gibson, roaring back to make sure she doesn't get a three away.
And that'll do it.
Well, you know what, Bill? Maybe we'll look back at the last minute of this quarter when the third quarter starts to see Nova Scotia coming back and sensing that urgency. You just saw Lily Blunden back there to gather that rebound and get the ball to keep it out of Alberta's hands. And Nova Scotia, to Gal are going to have to do that through the entire second half if they have any hope of coming back here in the semifinal for the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
Now you can shop smarter at Canadian Tire with same-day pickup or same-day delivery, so you don't have to shelve projects for later. Shop smarter at Canadian Tire.
Calling St. John's unique is like calling a humpback a goldfish. It's wildly different here.
Welcome to Canada Games House, proudly presented by Canadian Tire, a place where Canada Games athletes, their family, friends, and supporters get to come, gather, celebrate, and chill out. Suivez-moi, allons voir. Within these walls, we welcome, accept, and respect everyone.
C'est vraiment un espace incroyable dans une site formidable au centre-ville et on a hâte, tous les provinces et territoires s'intéressent pour être ici, puis même les familles.
I actually wasn't expecting this. It's really cool to have a place where your parents can kind of be a part of it as well.
There's a lot of activities kids can do, ping pong or foosball.
I think it's great that we have a place to come here to unwind. It's a great little community inside of the games.
It just has a warm sense of atmosphere about it when you walk in here.
Canada Games are about safe sport, about culture, about good vibes only, and that we have a space that celebrates all of those values.
Thank you, Canadian Tire, for making the Canada Games House a reality. Au revoir et profitez de votre temps aux Jeux du Canada.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
One of the things to me about the Canada Games is it's truly integrated. We have athletes with an intellectual disability, with a physical disability.
Puis juste être inclus. Je pense que souvent, on est mis un petit peu de côté quand on est un peu plus jeune, puis qu'on est différent, puis qu'on a un handicap. Puis là, être à ces Jeux-là, c'était comme toute une grosse équipe.
It's important to have representation and to acknowledge their different perspectives of life.
When the opportunity is there, show up. The older you is gonna say thank you.
If you believe in yourself, you can make anything happen.
That's the Canada Games.
It starts with a spark and becomes a beacon, lighting the way. When the games are gone, the games go on. Turn up, take part. Orange Store, fuel the spirit.
Of all the things here that'll take your breath away, music is surely one. There's a certain rhythm to this place. Leave no song unsung.
Recycling sounds good on its own, but when it's done right, it's even more rewarding. And with Green Depot's express service, there's no waiting. Just drop and go. Who wouldn't love the sound of that? Visit greendepotnl.ca to learn more.
Time, it's my time, it's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time, it's my time, it's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time, it's my time, it's my time.
For generations, we've been nurturing the communities where we live and work. Providing space to grow and preserving the environment that surrounds us. Because we understand that when we invest in communities, we invest in the future. Crosby, committed to community.
When you're in a place surrounded by ocean, you can walk in any direction and arrive somewhere spectacular.
For millions of Canadians, too much screen time is a big issue. But for millions of others, zero screen time is an even bigger one. We're committed to growing digital inclusion.
Gatorade. With electrolytes to help replenish what's lost in sweat, carbs to help fuel your working muscles, and fluids to help you hydrate. Scientifically formulated so you never stop competing. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel. Gatorade.
A strong performer uses power wisely. The Toyota BZ4X is the official electric vehicle of the 2025 Canada Games. See our full electrified lineup at shoptoyota.ca.
In the quiet of the morning calm, where the sun rises at the dawn, and the birds sing their waking song, there's a story to be told. So if you hear a teller telling you a tangled tale, or maybe two, rest assured, every word is true, especially the bits they make up.
Introducing Vimeo Streaming, an all-in-one platform designed to help you turn your videos into a successful streaming business. Build your own custom branded app and connect with your audience across all platforms and devices without writing a single line of code. Deliver high quality, reliable, and secure video experiences, live or on demand. Turn video streams into revenue streams today.
I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time.
Recycling sounds good on its own, but when it's done right, it's even more rewarding. And with Green Depot's express service, there's no waiting. Just drop and go. Who wouldn't love the sound of that? Visit greendepotnl.ca to learn more.
At Canadian Tire, we're here for all-day summer play. From the yard to the park, find all the games you need for non-stop family fun.
Now we are back here at the field house at Memorial University as we prepare for the second half of what is turning into a blowout here. Team Alberta with a 47-23 lead over Nova Scotia. Billy, what do you got after the opening half of ball?
Bit of a shock, to be honest with you, because I was checking out the stats after the first half. No surprise, really, Alberta. We've said her name so many times. Amanda Gus is leading the way for her team with 11 points. And you think of how many times we've mentioned the names Gabby Morash and Lily Blunden and Ella Hoyt, but it's Jessie McCarron leading her team with 8 points after one half. That indicates the chances that we saw and combine that with the ones that were missed, and that's why you have Alberta with a big lead. And Alberta will start things off here in the third quarter with a monster lead, as you can see on your TV screens, 47-23 over Nova Scotia. They try to add to that. 14 from Alberta, Ashley Newman. Denied, but she'll go to the foul line for 2. Try to sink 2 more. Pad that lead over the Blue Nosers. And a very quiet Nova Scotia crowd across the way.
Well, Bill got a chance to go outside and get wet for the first time, and I can't remember. But it felt good to feel that rain coming down.
To be excited of that. Oh, there you go. See? That's the hot hand we were just talking about. Pippa Gibb. Pippa Gibb played for Canada at the Under-17 FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup in Mexico just before this tournament. She's been busy, this young lady. Showing off her skills in the heat of Mexico and most recently the heat of Newfoundland and Labrador. Pippa Gibb once with it, and she'll get it back. Passes off to Hayden Hall. 10 will take that rebound, try to get it in. Emerald Nani, but is tipped off and out of bounds.
Well, on that replay package that we just saw there back, you see the height differential between Alberta and Nova Scotia. No excuses because we're kind of cheering for Canada's Ocean Playground, our home province, but there is a distinct difference in height, and that has a lot to do with this game, especially in the paint.
No points for Nova Scotia on that run, so Alberta will take over again from outside the arc, and that's going to bang against the back of the rim. Up in the air and landing in the arms of number 4, and it's Gabby Morash. And right back from defense to offense, she sinks 2. Now,
and they're halfway home, 50-25.
The chant goes on defense, and that's exactly what they need to do. Force a few turnovers, get that ball back in possession, go on a scoring run just like that. This goes and takes their time. Morash will throw it up to McDonald. McDonald will take a jump shot, and that hits off the rim and out. Alberta, Olivia Richardson, going around a little bit. Pippa Gibb is going to be a name that we hear a lot of. Looks around, pass, great passing, and a 3-point play. Amanda Gus, nobody around her, and all the time in the world to sink a 3.
Well, if she's going to be allowed to do that, Nova Scotia has no chance in this semifinal.
Great block there from number 8. Alberta's Olivia Richardson.
Yeah, but Lily Blunden just answered with 2 for Nova Scotia, but they got to tidy things up in a heartbeat here.
Alberta has the luxury of time, willing to take some chances, shoot threes if they want. Even if they miss, they can afford a few misses. Travel. The ball will go back into Nova Scotia's possession as they attempt to really build this deficit that they are forced to deal with. 14. We'll take a little jump shot, and that's an extra 2 points for Lily Blunden. Not only plays basketball, plays baseball, soccer, track as well. Alberta, number 2. Amanda Gus outside the arc, and why not? Pippa Gibb takes a shot from the 3-point land, bounces off the rim, and Nova Scotia will come back. With the ball is Isabel McDonald. Gabby Morash scouts the territory outside. She'll throw it back over to number 8, and she loses possession of that ball. Mishandles the pass. but they will get it back.
Well, there's more compete. You're seeing it already when you look over at the Nova Scotia bench toward the end of the second quarter. Going to halftime, they look like a dejected bunch, but their coaching staff has picked them up. They're getting themselves a little closer, but they've got to keep their poise. They got to be really good defensively, and they got to start to sink their shots. And can't get any simpler than that.
Nova Scotia on offense. Number 9 tries to lay up.
That's got to go in, and it's not.
Olivia Richardson, double team. Still gets the pass off, though. That'll be picked up by Hayden Hall. Back to Amanda Gus. Hall will take that to the outside, and a three-point shot bounces off the rim. But Alberta will get it back. And right back to number 8, who lays up, and it goes across the ring, but it does eventually sink.
There's the reach.
That's right.
Alfreda Oakley not only putting up points, but hauling down the boards. Nice shooting from Emily Blunden one more time. Bill off the glass and in.
Lily Blunden, there she goes.
She's putting the team on her shoulders here. 55-31.
Defense trying to keep everybody covered here. When you're playing that close to the paint and everyone outside the ring is free for three-point tries, it's hard to play catch-up. Gabby Moore, she'll take a three-point shot. It'll bounce at the back to the ring. Back of the hoop, and Alberta comes marching right back. Layup, 2, no, off the backboard. Nova Scotia will pass it off. Morash will lead the charge once again. So see who's open. Number 6 is available. That's Ella Hoyt.
There you go, Ella's first couple points in quite some time, and Nova Scotia will need her to contribute mightily here down the stretch.
Getting a rise out of the Nova Scotia crowd now. See if this can pay off.
They need
Shot
to
clock
stop.
down to 10. Can't find a shot, can't find a play. Defense doing very good. And that's
sums it up. Olivia Richardson
Right.
for 2 and a 57-33 advantage. Just keep repeating. You got to keep coming into the Alberta territory, not turn it over. It looks like they've done that.
Lily Blunden losing the ball.
Yeah, but you can't do it all by herself either.
Pippin Gibbs trying to make a play, but number 4, Gabby Marsh, will take care of that. Outside the arc, and for 3, number 6 takes the shot. It doesn't go down. That's Hayden Hall.
Well, Bill, you know how to read a basketball score sheet, obviously, and I'm sure the numbers are pretty not skewed, but I mean the differential of those rosters and what you're looking through and the different components of scoring, which I'm not really up to scratch on, but there's a lot of stuff there, a lot to read, but you know what it's about.
I'll tell you the most noticeable thing, all the zeros by a lot of players on the Nova Scotia side.
Yeah, but besides that, I mean the different percentages and stuff.
Not very high. Comes flying down. Nova Scotia trying to get some points here. Heavily defended. Number 10 off the hoop. Ding of the middle, and Alberta will take a dribble down the court and see if they can score a few more points themselves.
That wouldn't fall for Malaya Leger.
Pippin Gibb. Emerald Nani. A layup. They fall down. Number 10 battling for that ball.
That's a real tough defending by Team Alberta down in the paint, not allowing Nova Scotia, who are outsized here for the most part, access to bringing that ball down. It almost feels like it's unfair, but it's not. That's the way it plays out. Teams, different players, different stature. Alberta is definitely a taller basketball team for sure, and it's showing.
Loose ball. Dee Gibson tries to get something started, but it falls out of her hands. The momentum of her play. And the ball is turned over, and Alberta will take over. Pippa Green will lead the charge. Little dribble. Checking out the scene. Long pass over to number 10. As long as we expected it to be, but a three-point play here, and that goes well past the hoop. And Nova Scotia will return with a long pass of their own. And an attempted pass goes out of bounds, and Alberta will take over.
3:02 left here in the third quarter. It's becoming more evident. It will be Ontario and Alberta for the gold. Well, BC and Nova Scotia will battle for bronze. Lots of time remaining, but you know, got to be true to yourself.
Yeah, you don't want to wait till near the middle of the next quarter to start saying, okay, let's take this game.
Let's take it.
Desperation time should start now.
Take it up a notch here. They're not playing badly here, Bill. They're just being the rover size and don't match a little bit, but they're still trying to drive and do their thing. But it's going to take maybe a little extra effort. I don't know how you can draw that out of them. They're already giving it what they've got. They're going to need a little luck, and they're just going to have to start to try to keep that Alberta team at bay.
Alberta loses that ball, but scramble for it. Ends up in possession of Alberta again.
Nice deflection there, and a steal.
Gibson. Morash trying to make something happen here. She'll steamroll through the defenders herself.
Oh, she almost got hog-tied there. And she's got to go to the line. Should be. Watch this. Oh, there's 3 of them there. And good effort, though, by Gabby.
And she will indeed go to the line. Do a little mop-up job there. Gabby Morash rarely misses. Just seems like something in the air. And that whole Nova Scotia bench.
The young women, young athletes, watch what Alberta's doing. Pick up some pointers for your career. Watch how they're executing.
She was triple teamed there. Still got a shot off, though.
Well, that's probably their best opportunity to try to stop a player like Alfreda Oakley, number 12, who's so tough to battle against, and she's going to go to the line, and she's already been on the score sheet a number of times in this game. Now she gets another opportunity, and she misses this one. Great performance, though, by Alberta getting set. As Oakley will sink one of the 2, and it's 58-33.
Well, 2 minutes left in the third quarter. A little bounce pass over to D. Gibson in a fight for the ball. And it's going to be Alberta's ball.
Let's have a look. Dish off here. And a battle, and almost hard to say. There was that many young ladies involved in that possession battle. And Alberta comes out on top, and they've got the ball again. So aggressive. They're going to give Ontario fits in the gold medal game if they continue. If this is the style of ball they're going to play. May not be the favorite, but they're going to be real tough to solve. Well, good Nova Scotia defense there. In the key, battling hard to keep it at where it's at with 1:40 remaining in the third quarter here in the semifinal. Men's action coming back-to-back here at the field house at Munn after the conclusion of this semifinal game between Nova Scotia and Alberta. Now back to Bill.
All right, minute and a half left in the third quarter. Anything, desperate times. Take those risky shots. Try to get some points in bunches very quickly. Because I can't see Alberta letting up at all. Amanda Gus Passes it off to her teammates. Gus looks around. She'll go for a shot herself. That'll bounce off the backboard and the rim and onto the floor. And Nova Scotia will take that. Number 6, Ella Hoyt. And a layup for 2. And yes, anything to get points on the board. Alberta will respond now in the final minutes of this third quarter. Number 14, Ashley Newman, hands it off to her teammate Avery Zulak, and she falls down. And that ball goes out of bounds. And Nova Scotia will take over. Natalia Colley is going to take this. And off to her teammate Molly Sancton. Pass to number 6, back to Scanton. Pass inside, up it goes, and barely goes in. Rebound, number 5, nothing there either, and Alberta will take over. Alberta making a run down there. Amanda Gus leading the way. Back to Gus. Haley Marshall standing outside the arc. 14 is also there. Ashley Newman, but Nova Scotia intercepts that pass. And oh, number 5 knew exactly what was going on when that happened. Sancton, Molly Sancton, intercepting a pass, but it went through her fingers out of bounds. That means possession goes back to Alberta with 4.4 seconds left in the quarter. Might have time for a big shot. It's not like we haven't seen half-court shots this tournament. We have seen one. And the Gush will shoot a three-pointer, and it will not go in, so we'll wrap up the third quarter of this game.
So Alberta 10 minutes away of playing time from the trip to the gold medal game against Ontario. 58-35. Let's step aside, take a timeout here from the Munn Field House. Live continuing coverage of the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
Hello.
Hi, remember me? We bought your old house.
Yes.
We brought some mail.
Oh.
Hey.
The diaper subscription. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the memories are coming back now. The BMO app helps you keep an eye on where your money's going.
Like how?
Well, for one, it would have told you this subscription price had gone up multiple times.
It's a lot of diapers.
Well, extra's good. So where's the baby?
Oh, he's right here. This is the baby.
And that ain't no baby.
BMO.
So many iconic sights. You might want to get used to saying wow.
Hey, where could I find these shoes?
Heads up!
Whoa.
Keep up this back to school with Adidas at Sport Check.
At the field house here on the campus of Memorial University, Ontario has gone to the final, and there's a ritual here. Let's take a look at what the teams have been doing, Bill. And here they are, as the cliche is for real. Let's see it right now. They count it in. And there you go. And that is so awesome.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
While that was happening, I was standing behind that wall in the men's room.
Yeah, I was watching a team up there the other day did the same thing, and it was so neat to see. In fact, it was Alberta.
I heard the cheering. I thought, well, gee, I'm just washing my hands.
Yep. There they are, young Ontario team, and they'll have their hands full in the gold medal game, and it appears it's Alberta. I mean, it's 58-35 starting the fourth quarter, and I'm pulling for Nova Scotia in my heart, but Alberta has been the best team, Bill, from the opening tip-off, and here we go. So bring it home, will you?
Fourth quarter action. Nova Scotia started this game very strongly, but then Alberta just found their next gear and just shifted into beyond third, into fourth, into overdrive, and they haven't looked back.
Well, that 9-2 lead early was a long time ago.
Nova Scotia will try to get some points on the board here. Lily Blunden shooting for 2.
She's been taking charge. She's been the young Nova Scotia forward that has been adding most of the points for Canada's Ocean Playground. Well, you know, Team Nova Scotia still has a bronze medal game to play, and there's still a medal on the line, so they want to get back to playing the type of ball they were playing that got them here. But against Team Alberta, it's been virtually impossible.
Alberta tosses the ball around. Another Pippa Gibb will throw it in. Rebound taken. Another rebound.
Oh, good defense. Prime example. We talk about the height differential.
Yeah.
Holy cow. I mean, that's just terrific work there. And Alfredo Oakley, Bill, is a handful to contain. Number 4 Nova Scotia players. They're trying to get the ball away from her.
Molly Sancton trying to get some plays. Make something happen.
Couple free chucks here. Molly Sancton will get one of the 2 to go. Oh, 58-37 with 8:40 remaining.
Gus and Gibb throwing it around. Olivia Richardson will take it. Back to Gus. Gus outside the arc. Inside to a very, very powerful Frida Oakley. That formula seems to work.
Oh, it's working.
Oakley hangs around the key and outside the arc. You got Pippa, Gus. You know, 3-point threats, and they've shown that many, many times. Oakley will take a shot here. Will not go. And they'll try again.
It's a rear miss. And that's the second rear miss.
It's moments like this that Nova Scotia needs to capitalize on. It's the only way you're going to catch up. Ella Hoyt, take this, make her way around. Takes a shot from outside the arc. That does not go. Rebound. Battling for it. It's going to end up in the hands of Alberta. Olivia Richardson. Handed off to Pippa Gibb. Gibb fighting off a defender. Making her way inside. Loses the ball. And Nova Scotia will take over. Bounce pass. Going over to Dee Gibson. Gibson looks around. Hands it off to Hoyt. Giving back to Gibson. There's a layup coming here. Does not go in. Foul on the play. Oof. Across the way, fans for Nova Scotia.
Well, they need to keep making noise.
Yes.
The Gals are playing hard, and like I said, there's still a medal to win. You know, because you're not going to the final doesn't mean you kind of have to just say, ooh, bummer. You know, hey, we get behind them. Speaking like a grandfather and a parent.
Well, you're right. I guess the goal is the medal, but when you're this close to goal, I guess you can just almost
But
taste
it's over,
it.
Bill. It's been over since the 9-2. And sorry, bud, I'm not chirping at you, but the game's been over since the first quarter. But you got to keep working on your skills and show everybody why you got here. They got knocked off their kilter here a little bit by Alberta, and they're full marks for their lead, and they're going to the gold medal. They might just pull it off against an Ontario team that is probably favored going in to that game tomorrow, but don't tell Alberta that. They didn't want to hear that. So 58-38, a 20-point differential. And Bill, that's less than it was earlier. So they are chipping away a little bit. Got to remain positive. And I think what's important here, maybe for the Nova Scotia coaching staff, is despite the score, you've got to get all the gals in. You got to get them some 4 minutes here and give them that experience. We're mentioning the same names over and over and over. And when it turns to Alberta side, Bill, we're hearing names all the time, and everybody's chipping in to this insurmountable lead of 20 points with inside 7 remaining. And there's a bucket.
And so begins the 20-point run here. 20-0 run, straight points, tie game. If you're gonna dream big.
Yeah.
Smart play, not touching that ball. Letting it go out of bounds, knowing that the last player that touched it was Alberta. So. Long pass, layup. 2.
Oh, they had to have that. It was really well done. Lovely feed by Gabby Morash. Nice finish. Yeah, she did it very well. That's good. 42. I mean, there's hope.
Of course there is.
You have to score in every possession.
And pretty much defend every other one.
Yeah, and they're going to get an opportunity here, but Alberta will maintain it.
Saw something. Alberta will take this. 6:10 left to play. 16-point lead. Not go in.
Going to the line to shoot 2.
They are.
Nice spinorama move there, then in top down in the key, and will draw the foul.
Denied that shot.
Hellock missing. Oh.
Turnover. Nova Scotia loses it. And looks like she went out of bounds. So that ball will go back to Nova Scotia.
Oh, little moral victories along the way in the final 5:45 here.
All adds up.
Well, they're still cheering on the bench, rightfully so. They're still in the game.
I'll tell you this, 16 points. You can get 16 points and defend the ball in 5 minutes and 43 seconds. Gabby Morash, there you go, back on the score sheet. You can get a lot in the first half, but boy, they need her to sink a few during this fourth quarter.
Well, Bill, looking at the Nova Scotia roster, I don't think I've heard you mention Natalia Cawley very much, if at all. Isabel McDonald, Eva O'Brien, Alice McDonald, Lexi Moores. There's 5 players that haven't had any floor time, or if they have, they haven't touched the ball. So
yeah, haven't heard that either.
It's only an observation, and I understand you got to play your best, you know, to try to get back in the game, but you're not winning this game. So maybe it's time to share some of the minutes and get the other gals some experience. That's my take on it. It's a big lead, and there's no way
while they're resting
in hoop heaven that it's going to happen. But it doesn't mean you can't make the most of the final minutes that are remaining on the clock in this semifinal.
Alberta there looking like they're dialed in.
Oh, they are. You can see that.
They're not
early.
laughing and smiling and thinking to themselves, boys, we got this. We got this.
Well, it's a quiet confidence, and they should be quiet and confident. They've been a juggernaut here on the floor since after Nova Scotia had that early lead of 7 points. 9-2 advantage in the opening 3-4 minutes of the quarter, and then Alberta just said enough's enough, and they went on a run, and they haven't looked back.
Can Nova Scotia come back? Well, across the way, the folks cheering, with the flashing glasses, the flags, the drums saying, yes, we can. Well, it's a long battle. That's a good start anyway. Still a ways to go. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And I'm cheering for Nova Scotia.
No doubt about it. Shot clock down to 5. Shots taken. Oh, and that's Pippa Gibb.
Absolutely. Just terrific.
That knife went a little deeper with that shot. Gabby Morash, who for the most part has been kept off the score sheet.
Yeah, they've done a terrific job on centering on Gabby Morash and Ella Hoyt. They basically shut them down. And that's what real good teams do. They just concentrate on taking away your strengths. And every time we've gone to a replay here with Universal Media Inc., it's been a great shot, awesome camera work, everyone involved, but it all shows you nothing but positivity on the Alberta side. They're doing everything pretty much right on the money. And Nova Scotia, gallant effort, but just up against a real tough team to play. And they give up a lot of size, but they still get tons of heart. Inside 5. 61-46.
Here we go, less than 5 minutes to play. Holding off Alberta is going to be the key here, and sinking your shots for Nova Scotia. Just like that, there's a turnover, they can use that. Hold on to that ball. Gabby Morash, a long pass to number 9. Gets under it, and an intercepted pass. Yeah, this doesn't help Nova Scotia's cause. Everybody fighting for that ball. Pass to 14 outside the arc, and she'll sink that. It's Ashley Newman. Morash. Hoyt. Inside the paint. Off the rim. Rebound collected by number 13, Eva O'Brien, and that goes in.
Oh, there's Eva.
He's in.
Yeah, good. That's that right there just showed you everything you need to know. She has no chance to show her skill set because Alberta has thrown a blanket over her.
Exactly right.
She tried to do it on her own. She is the leader back there. She's got to distribute the ball. I know she's trying her utmost to do it. Give them a spark, but you got to use her teammates there.
Scotia dancing outside the arc. Gabby Morash will go for a layup, and that's denied as well. Rebound, though, and that's denied. Back in the hands of Pippa Gibb of Team Alberta. Gibb dribbles outside the arc, makes her way, and she loses it. Nova Scotia takes over. It's number 10, Malaya Legier, and nothing there.
Nope.
Again, Pippa Gibb will take it. Emerald Nani will take it. Back to Amanda Gus. Misplayed a little bit, but picked up again for a long shot from outside the range. Outside the three-point zone, and nothing. And that ball will remain in possession of Team Alberta. .309 left to play. A 16-point lead. Bringing some more players in. Let's see. Lily Blunden is back on the floor. Eva O'Brien still there. Gabby Morash not going anywhere. Jesse McCarron, much to the chagrin of Emerald Nani of Alberta.
And there's another name that we haven't, or you haven't mentioned a lot too, a young Miss McCarron from New Glasgow, who is in the games we saw prior to. She was great both ends of the court. And she's been relatively shut down, too. Just a great job by Alberta overall. And for you viewers for Team Alberta that may be watching on CBC Gem or NTV Plus, you should be really happy with the performance of your team. And if you're back in Nova Scotia, you should be really proud of the gals' effort here against a real good team that's going to the gold medal game and just might win gold. I'm sure Team Ontario are going to be humbled by watching this a little bit. I'm not saying they're here in the stands, but I'm sure they'll watch video, and that's going to be one heck of a gold medal game between Alberta and Ontario tomorrow.
Morash passes it off. Points.
Here's Ella.
Points. 2.5.
14 is the lead.
In a world where anything can happen, it needs to happen now.
Ooh. Contact there.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's a tough call there against Nova Scotia. Size differential there is she's twice as big, and there is contact. Well, they got the ball back.
And out, rebound. That doesn't go in, and that ball was definitely last touched by Alberta.
There you go. There's something positive right there. She's been too tough to handle for most of the game, but you're not letting her have a free will to the net down to the paint. And Nova Scotia did a wonderful job right there to keep her off.
And you definitely have to go to the three-point play. You got to need points fast and furious.
Gabby needed the sink one right there. She's a confident young gal, I guess. May take a little puncturing here today, but she'll live and learn from it. It'll make her stronger. It'll make her a better player.
2 minutes left in the game. Nova Scotia trailing by 14. Credit to Alberta, who have been doing everything right just about the entire game. Marshall comes out. Shot away, rebound, bounces off a bunch of players. Last one to touch was a Nova Scotian one. So Alberta will once again take this ball. Now the Nova Scotia fans are getting a little more quiet. Out, rebound, once again, a rebound. I think it was Emerald Nani. No, it was not. It was Alfreda Oakley, and she's been collecting boards like crazy. It's a great little game plan, as we said earlier. A lot of the players outside the arc shooting for threes, and once it gets near the net, count on Oakley to grab those rebounds and get those extra 2 points. The game plan that's been working the whole game for them. Once again, 2 more for Oakley.
Well, that's why they're up by as many as they are.
All right, we got timeout's going to be called, or just a regular substitution.
Well, the substitution should be those who haven't played should be on the floor with 1:28 left.
Nope. Leaning over to see if anyone did call a timeout, but no one did.
There's Lexi Morse getting some floor time, proper thing. Another player who we mentioned that
Natalie Colley is in.
Hadn't been out. Good. Nadia Colley should be on the floor. Those who haven't played should be out here for the last minute and a half. Oh, there's hard contact right there. And hopefully both are good.
That was Dee Gibson.
Yeah,
from Nova
she took
Scotia
a heavy
down.
knock there. Anyway, she bounced right back up.
She hurt her ribs on that drop. She's kind of favoring those. And good sportsmanship there. You may have noticed that 14 from Alberta. Ashley Newman just went over to her and said, sorry about that.
Yeah, that's the spirit of the games, and rightfully so here. 1:14 remaining, and it's all Alberta on their way to the gold medal game. They'll take on Ontario. Well, Nova Scotia will meet British Columbia in the bronze medal match. As Dee goes to the line, trying to find Twine, and unfortunately for her, that doesn't happen. But Bill, I like Nova Scotia's game. They went into the locker room and they could have been totally rattled, but I think that their coaching staff settled them down. They came back and they played much better. So they progressively got better as the game went on. I know they got out too quickly. That doesn't mean a squat now, but they've been real good here down the stretch. They've just overmatched and outsized. But they haven't quit. Nor should they.
Nova Scotia will take over with less than 50 seconds left in the game. Ball will be handed off to Dee Gibson. Says her role model is LeBron James. Good hero to have, sure. Natalia Colley, whose role model is her dad. She'll take this. Way down the court. Rolls herself down, take a shot. It rolls around and back out again. Alberta comes back the other way. Ashley Newman. Yeah. Dee Gibson knew that right away. So Ashley Newman will shoot 2 foul shots here with 32.4 seconds left. Alberta up by 18. Correction, 19. And you know what's going to happen next.
That's the ritual.
It's going to be a jaunt up to the stairs. Saw Nova Scotia do it when they advanced to this game. Talia Colley hands it off. Lexi Moores misses that pass. Dee Gibson has it. Outside the arc for number 7, and she tries a 3-point play, and it does not sink. Ball goes back the other way.
Alberta's just going to kill the clock here.
Win
it by 20.
Yeah.
And now the Nova Scotia fans get up and cheer, and rightfully so. They were way too quiet here, but now they show the respect and admiration for the young team who got manhandled here in a tough ball game, but they stuck with it right to the bitter end. Gave it their all, and they'll have a shot at a bronze medal. So there is positivity out of a tough loss like this, and lessons to be learned along the way. So on behalf of Bill Hart, I'm Brian Rogers. Men's semifinal coming up next here. Continuing coverage of the 2025 Canada Summer Games.